Hello guys and welcome back to Crypto Hold. I hope you're doing well. In this episode I'm going to show you how to buy altcoins. First you're going to need some Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you don't know how to buy that, you can watch the video in my description showing you how to buy Bitcoin. Once you have Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can go and buy an altcoin. If we go over to CoinMarketCap, you can see what's available. So here we are at CoinMarketCap. As you can see, there's quite a lot of cryptocurrencies. There's not just Bitcoin, Ethereum and Litecoin. Those are the ones that you can buy at Coinbase. If you want to buy any of these cryptocurrencies, you need to go to an exchange. An exchange that I recommend you using is Bittrex. It's probably the best one to get you started. It's relatively easy to use and it's got a good selection of decent coins in there. There's 1,148 cryptocurrencies at the moment, and the better ones are generally on at Bittrex. So let's jump over to the Bittrex website. Here we go. This is the Bittrex website. The web address is bittrex.com. All you need to do to sign up is go to login. Don't have an account, sign up, enter your email address, give it a password, agree to the services, hit sign up. They'll send you a registration email, just go to your email address. The registration email will look like this, just click on the confirmation link, email's verified and you can log in. Put your email address and your password. It's up to you whether you want to remember it, depends on the computer you're on. Just do these verifications and then you're going to see a message saying that you're trying to log on from a new IP. Anytime you log on from a new address, you'll get this message. You need to go into your email and confirm that you're allowing access from that IP address. Just click there and now you can log on. Yep, more verifications. Just quickly do these. And there we go. We're in Bittrex's market homepage. Right here you can see what's happening in the markets today. The top volume, the biggest gainers. Typically, don't pay too much attention to this, especially if you're looking to buy something. At this point, I would continue by going to settings. And then at the moment you can see our daily withdrawal limits at 0 Bitcoins. So what you do is upgrade to basic. Put in your first name, middle name, last name, date of birth. Fill out all these details. Submit it and it'll increase your verification limits. After you've done those stages, go to phone verification. Put your phone number in there, hit submit, and when you go back to your summary you should see that your daily withdrawal limit's been increased to 3 Bitcoin. It's not in this example because I've not done it, but if you do it, it will increase your limits and you'll be able to make withdrawals from the account. So if we come through to the Bittrex markets, we're going to get something that looks like this. These are the top performance for the day, and this is everything that we can buy with Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin market, so all these currencies are tied to Bitcoin, and then this is the Ethereum market. So if you prefer to trade with Ethereum, then these are what's available as well. First thing we need to do is carry on with our tutorial, is move the Bitcoin that we've got in our Electrum wallet into the exchange. So if we come through to wallets, and these are our available wallets, empty, we've got no value in here at the moment. What we need to do is we go over here to Bitcoin and we hit the plus, we want to add to our account. And since this is the first time we've used Bittrex, we don't have an address, so we need to generate a new address. Just come down here and click generate new address. Okay, so now our Bitcoin address has been generated. So all we need to do is copy our address, then go over to our Electrum wallet, go to send, paste in the address. I want to send the maximum amount of Bitcoin, keep the fee where it is. Double check the address by clicking this plus button. Just check the start of the address, check the end of the address, make sure it matches up to the address we're actually going to send it to. It all looks good here, but if you want to make sure, you could just send a little bit first and test it. I'm pretty confident this is right, so I'm just going to send it all through. Enter your password and press OK. And the payment is sent. Now all we need to do is sit back and wait. So a few minutes after you've made the transaction, you can have a pending deposit, and you can tell down here that the confirmation's got 0 or 2. Once it's confirmed, it will be in your account properly as an available balance. So not too long after that, if you refresh your browser, you're going to see that the available balance has been updated and everything's okay. So next thing we need to do is go across into the marketplace and decide what we're going to buy. For this example, I think we're just going to buy some NEO. This is the trading overview for NEO. I'm not going to talk about strategy buying and when's a good time to buy. I'm just going to show you how the process of buying works. Here you can look at the chart. You can change it to 1 day, 3 days, a week, however you prefer to look at it. Go back to hourly. You can see at the moment NEO's on a bit of a run. It's probably not the best time to buy NEO. You want to buy low and sell high, but for this example we'll just carry on with it. If you come through to the order book, you can see Everything in green is people with orders to buy NEO, and everything in red is orders to sell NEO. Don't really use this for an indicator of how the market's going to go. It can change in an instant. It's just an indication of what might happen. Don't rely solely on this. And then over here you can see the last price that someone's paid for NEO. It's $31.13. Underneath that you can see how much volume's been trading in the day, and the last price that someone's bidded for, and the last price that someone's asked for, as well as the 24-hour high and the 24-hour low for NEO. Underneath that, this is where you're going to fill in your order to buy NEO, and this is where you're going to sell NEO if you wanted to sell it for Bitcoin. That's the trading pair we're in at the moment. The bids, these are people who want to buy NEO and what they're wanting to pay for it, and over there in the asks, they're people who have NEO and what they're willing to sell it for. Just below that you can see the market history. It will show you how much people have been buying and selling NEO. Here you can see how much they paid for the NEO, how many units they bought, and the total cost in Bitcoin. So if we want to buy some NEO, there's a few different ways of doing this. We're going to come down here and we type in the amount we want, so let's put in 3, and then we need the price that we're willing to pay for it. We can just go to the top here and look at the last price that someone paid for it. We just take this, copy it, paste that in here, and it'll tell you that it's 0.024 Bitcoin. So we do have a bit more money. We can try 4 NEO for that price, and we don't have enough Bitcoin, so we'll just put 3 back in here, and then we go down to the asks and just click on the highest one. This is someone who's willing to sell, and this is the cheapest price. That's what's available right now. You can of course put the limit lower. If we put in 0.07 Bitcoin, this will put in a bid that's lower than what it's going for at the moment, so if it drops in price you'll pick it up. The only problem with this is if it continues going up on price, that order is not going to get filled. So for this example, we'll just use the latest price, click on the top asks, and then click buy NEO. It'll tell you the quantity, the price, the subtotal, and the commission. You can see there that the order has been placed, and you want to wait until you see that it's been filled. If it's not been filled, it will show further down the bottom of the screen as an order there, but since it's been filled it's not there at the moment. And we do have some Bitcoin left over. If we go back through to our wallet, you can see that we've got 3 NEO in our account now. So if we want to move it out from the Bittrex exchange into our own personal wallet, we just click on that little minus, you type in the address you want there, and the quantity. If you want to move all 3 of them out, just put in 3. But underneath that you'll notice there's also a transaction fee. So if you're going to move those 3 NEO out and you wanted to keep all 3, you'd also need an extra 0.025 NEO. So in this situation you'd have to go back and buy a bit more, but what you should probably do is before you buy a coin, look at what the transaction fee is going to be and add it onto what you want in total. Also underneath there's little notes about any of the tokens you're moving. For example in NEO it does tell you that it's non-divisible, so you do need a whole number and you should add the transaction fee on above that. Okay, so with that you should get the basic idea of how to buy altcoins on Bittrex. Not every altcoin is available on Bittrex, it's usually the higher quality ones usually. But there may be occasions where the one you want isn't on there. What you can do is you come through to CoinMarketCap, type in the coin you want in the search currencies. In this particular case we're looking at Walton coin. It's not on Bittrex, but if you come down to the markets you can see that it's on Binance, KuCoin, HitBTC, Ether Delta, and you've got a few other options. So you just join up to whichever one of those you prefer and you can buy it there. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up for this little tutorial. It's a little bit brief in places. I probably should have gone in a bit more depth, but if you've got any questions just leave it in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you about it. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Until I see you next time, take care.